Well, I figure since I've already brought out one giant monstrosity, why not bring out the next giant monstrosity? I found this thing at a thrift store. It is big, it is heavy, it is very heavy, but not all that powerful, at least from what I've gathered. I did wash this out a little while ago. There's a little bit of stuff in it, but I don't think enough in there to really affect its performance too much. And then we just have a piece of foam down here. Oh yeah, and I actually lost this piece. It was out in the parking lot. What that does is it holds the door in place. It was strange to me because when I was checking it out at the thrift store, I remember the bag door staying on just fine. And once I got it here, it kept falling off. And I was like, well, what happened to it? And these are no longer available, so I got lucky that it was still out there, because I think I found it a week or two later. I was just walking by and I'm like, what's that gray thing? But anyways, this is a twin motor machine. We have a height adjustment here on the side. I believe this too uses kind of the groove style belt. Yeah, very, very heavy machine, and I can certainly understand why they started using Lindhouse machines instead of this. Because Lindhouse machines are way lighter, and I think they are probably about as powerful as this. I know a few other collectors have told me, that these were not particularly powerful machines. Kind of sad, really. Because, I mean, they have, a ton of space to work with. They definitely could have put in a stronger motor. But I'm not particularly impressed by this myself. Alright, so we'll start it up with just the suction motor on, and then we'll lean it back so the brush roll can kick in. One of those. I don't know what it is with this thing. And yes, I know, I should probably be using something with a higher, or with a larger interior diameter, but I don't think the vane itself would work too well on here. It'd probably be a little bit too narrow. Well, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Well, okay then, so I guess we'll just do it like this. Seem to be holding steady. Yeah, not great on the suction aspect. We're going to go back to the cone, because this is a little bit smaller. I have a feeling we're actually losing most of this just due to this, but Alright, let's see what it does at the nozzle. I think my airflow box has met its match. Because it expands just a little bit over the sides. What? Barely hanging on. So yeah, that is clearly not a very well sealed head. Because despite all of its massive air pass, well, definitely that motor could be a little bit stronger, but yeah, just barely hangs on to it, although 60 inches of suction isn't all that impressive, at least by modern standards. Alright, and here we are with the pickup demonstration. Tape. And it would seem I'm on the wrong height setting. Yeah, it seems like we only really get a lot of agitation right towards where the air path is. Oh. But yeah, giant monstrosity of a machine. Like I said, I can totally understand why they would have replaced this machine with Lindhouses. Because those are so much lighter, so much easier to handle. This thing is a gigantic monstrosity, and I feel sorry for the people that would have had to have actually used these in commercial settings. Because they're big, they're heavy, and you know, I mean, I know we don't do a huge amount of wand cleaning commercially, but this hose is so short. So short. But, you know, it's another one of those things where it's a unique specimen, so it caught my eye.